Today, I want to share with you some of my grounding tips. I work a lot in higher realms, and I have to kind of go up pretty high as far as energetically. So it's really important that I stay rooted and grounded. And fortunately, if you are someone who studies human design at all, I have a sacral center, so I do have that grounding portion. But I want to share with you a couple of things that I do to stay grounded, especially in the tumultuous times that have been the planetary alignments going on right now. I don't follow too much of astrology, but I do think it's a really good reference point, as well as human design. Anything that we can do to understand ourselves better. I have found it really helpful to see what my sun sign and my moon sign are in as far as zodiacs go. It's really helped me navigate who I am and what my strengths are. So grounding. I love water. Now I'm a fire sign. I'm a Sagittarius, and then I have a Leo as my moon sign and a Libra as my rising sign. But I need to be rooted like in the ground. I have a grounding mat that I have purchased as well. So I do like to ground. I like to hug trees. Yes, I know. The things that I do, beaches, here's a little secret. I absolutely hate wet feet and dry sand and the caked on that gets in my toes. So though I love going to a beach, sand and I have a love-hate relationship, but I do like the feeling of it. I just have to make sure when I'm done, I rinse off my feet, dry them, then put my shoes on so I don't get that sticky caked on whatever. I digress. Then I also really like music. Music helps me dancing, anything that I can actually get into my body. So I do a lot of things even with my patients. Like I love celebrating. I love celebrating wins. I love celebrating what's going on. And so I'm always doing like little happy dances or things just because that really helps. That helps me stay like in my body. Another thing that I find helpful is, focusing on breath. Lots of different ways to do breathing exercises. I won't go into all of them, but breath work is another one to really keep people rooted, as far as coming back to in their body. But anything that we're doing in a physical way helps. Hugs are great. I love hugs. I really think that in general, there's a lot more to hugging because we really do transfer energy to one another. But hugging is just another one that it keeps me in, and I do that. So I'm a person who does like a physical something. Like when I know I'm overwhelmed, I'm like, bring that back in. And again, I do something to okay, where is this body? So those are some of my tips as far as staying grounded. If we need to stay, grounded in the workplace, then it is keeping a calendar and scheduling things on the calendar, setting a timer, working for 15 minutes. Michelle Demers, I took a class that Andy Dooley had done and Michelle Demers together, and really she talked about the power of 15 and doing something very focused and specific for 15 minutes. So I like to put one task in front of me. The more tasks that I have, the more overwhelmed I get, so I need to focus on one thing at a time. So again, one thing at a time helps me focus, and that is a huge blessing. So those are some of my grounding tips to keep people back in the physical plane if we have a tendency to get a little spacey.